Hey, what's going on? It's G-Ball Vision. Today I have a new knife here to share with you. This one is coming in from Wixco Knives. It is called the Scort, and it was released along with 5 other models here very recently. This knife and the rest of the models are going to be on a huge sale right now for Father's Day until 6/15. This knife is down from $99 to $79 plus an additional 10% off. Coupon code, which I'll have linked down below in the description and in the pinned comment. Feel free to let me know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. This knife is one of the first I have checked out from Wixco, and it is a very good looking knife. Now, we are going to be looking at 14C28N. This has a PVD coating. We have that clip point style blade and a nice large choil area here. We are looking at dual thumb studs and the rear flipper tab. The thumb stud action is good. The rear flipper action for the light switch is okay, and the push button action is okay as well. As far as this exact example goes, the detent could be a little stronger for me personally, but that's going to be a little bit different for everyone. We are looking at full aluminum handles with recessed steel liners under there. So we have nice thick aluminum handles, and then there is steel in there for our locking mechanism and to give this knife a little bit more rigidity. And then on both sides, we have this really nice carbon fiber inlay that is slightly raised up from the handles. It is a gold flake carbon fiber, and they do have a nice chunk of it on both sides. The aluminum has a kind of gold anodization to it. It looks really good. I like the emblem there on the pivot, keeping the show side of the blade nice and clean. One thing is for sure, Wixco and their sister company, Monster, they make a clean looking knife. They do a great job with that, not over branding, not putting a bunch of stuff all over the blade and all over the knife. That is something I really appreciate. And then we are looking at a geared backspacer here, and that is going to be also aluminum. Very interesting. So you can see we're not getting a reading here until we get to that steel liner. So we got a full aluminum handle, backspacer. Our pocket clip is going to be steel, obviously, and that is going to be a right hand carry only option for the Scort here, and I believe the previous 3 models we've checked out have also been right hand only. Now, the size of this might surprise you a little bit. It did me. We are looking at about 3 3/16 of cutting edge, and we're looking at 3 5/8 of total blade, and this is going to come down there. Let's get a good one for you. 8 3/16 we'll give it. And to put that in better perspective, I'll bring out some comparison knives. We got the Kaiser Drop Bear up top here. We got the very large CJRB Frac here on the bottom. And this is going to fall right in between both of those. And a few more. We have the Parrot 3 from Spyderco up top. We have the Vostede Raccoon on the bottom. And the Scort is going to be much larger than both of those. We'll bring out our new 50 ways baked in Hank here, and we'll check this pocket clip, see what this looks like in the pocket here. And their pocket clip does work well. It's going to carry fairly deep. You'll have a little bit poking out there, but that's not going to be a whole lot. And as far as retention and how the clip actually works, it is going to be very good. It's the clip that they have used on all previous models that I have checked out. I want to get a good weight check on the Scort here. So we'll bring out the arch nemesis here, and we'll get a weight check on the Scort. If you want to play along, put your guesses down in the comments what you think this knife weighs here. I'm going to give it a go, and feels good. It doesn't feel overly heavy. That aluminum is going to keep this pretty light. 3... What do you think? Won't surprise me if it's coming in right there at like 3.5. That's what I'll go with. Holy smokes. Up there around 4.1. No kidding. Doesn't feel that heavy. It does not feel 4.1. And yes, I am, I am allowed to be wrong for the people out there who just think it's utterly ridiculous that I could be a ½ ounce off. But 116 grams for those people. We'll get a reading here on our handle thickness, which this is going to have a decent thickness here, especially on top of that carbon fiber. We're looking at 0.53, and we'll do off of the carbon fiber as well, and that's going to be 0.50. So either way, very healthy. Now our blade stock, on the other hand, I won't be surprised. That's going to be right around 100 thousandths, a little bit over, about 118 for our blade stock thickness up here. And let's see, does it start to thin out? Not really. It stays fairly thick, even about a quarter of the way in. Let's see what kind of behind the edge thickness we're looking at here. We'll pick a random spot, and we'll try to get a good hold there. We're really down far on the edge, but that's going to come in there right about 20 thousandths in that particular spot with that particular hold. But let's see how this thing cuts out of the box. And for that, we'll use our trusty Sportsman's Guide catalog paper. This is going to be a great poker, no question about it. Poke and slice. Let's see what kind of edge we have. And that feels very good. Yeah, whoever was on the sharpener this day, they did a good job. That's nice and bitey. Nice and bitey. That's exactly what we want right there. Yeah. Very nice. Next thing we are going to check is our lockup here, and that's sitting about 50%, which is very good. We are still... I'd say it's pretty close to being centered up. Might be off to the show side by just a smidge, but that's only so far down. Maybe off a smidge, but I don't know. Looks pretty close. Looks pretty good on centering. Next thing we'll do here is get a check on our hardware, and those look like T8, and they are. That was nice and tight. T8 nice and tight. T8, T8, and T8 for our pivot. And it looks like T6 for our pocket clip screws. And so we got T6, T8 with our off-grid driver. T6, 8, and 10 included with it. This is one of the best at-home driver combos you can score. I always try to remember to link the off-grid driver down there. They're very affordable too. They color code the T6, 8, and 10. So it's a convenient little tool. If you don't want to spend $100 on a good screw or something like that. We are going to go ahead and check our lock here. We'll see if there's any detent lash. And it feels like there might be a tiny bit of lashing in there. And that there could be a cause for that. There could be some like debris in there. It's hard to say. It's very minute, very minuscule amount of movement, but I can feel it. I don't know if it'll come across there. It should. But a little bit of detent lash there. If any of you own a Scort, let us know down in the comments what your experience has been with the knife. As far as our lockup goes, everything feels good and it looks good. We do have a coated blade and a coated liner, so something to keep in mind. We'll start up at the tip here and give this a couple of taps to get going. Couple of good shots there to get rolling. We'll close it and check it. It feels good. Yeah, those were some good smacks right there. We'll close it and check it. My neighbor felt the need to come out on a Sunday evening and start running his chainsaw. Hopefully the microphone is doing its job. You can see some wood particles there coming off. Boy, the old spine whacker has taken a beating, but we will prevail. So, pretty cool knife. you know, it's cool, and I like what they're offering with their product line, especially right now on this sale. It's hard to say what they're going to do after the sale is over. Are they going to go up to full price? You know, are they going to kind of settle at a certain price? I would like to see them come down just a little bit, maybe about 10% of what their full price is, and then of course have sales and coupon codes and all that. But right now, their lineup that they have, the 6 models they have, they're all on this 20% off sale. So this knife you can pick up for like around $70 right now, and you're not going to find that anywhere else. You're not going to find 14C, 2 layers of carbon fiber, anodized aluminum for like $70. You're not going to. And also, the Drax here, 14C, full carbon fiber handles with recessed steel liners. That is also going to come in around the $70 price point. Another one that is going to be full retail, $99, but on sale for the $79 plus 10% is going to be one of my favorite models so far from Wixco is the Vortex here. I love this hawksbill blade. I love the blue shredded carbon fiber that they're using, the sky blue. It's a really, really good knife. I'd love to see this in a more robust design and a little bit larger with a different lock, I think. But, you know, as it sits, I love the Vortex. That's a good representation there as well. If you have the Drax or the Vortex, that'll give you a good idea on how big the Scort really is. It's actually a pretty good size. And if you have the Scort and you've been looking at one of these two, that'll give you an idea on what these are going to be at. I like the finishing that they're doing. They really came out of the gate. You know, they just started up in 2025. They dropped 6 different models and several variations of each model. And I've been pretty happy with the company as a whole. Their sister company, Monster, they have put out a couple of designs, about 4 or 5 different designs over the last 2 years, and they are also on the right path, I would say. You'll have to let me know. What do you think of Wixco? What do you think of the Scort? Do you own any Wixcos? And what are your thoughts on those? If you own a Monster, feel free to let me know what you think about that as well. I always look forward to hearing from all of you. Share this video, hit the thumbs up. That helps push these videos out there to more people. I can't tell you how much interaction on the video helps these videos out, helps me out, and I appreciate all of you who do that. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy knife and EDC content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe because I release daily videos just like this. I'll pop up a couple of new videos on your screen. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.